Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to cover the third part of Sharpening 101. This is going to be field maintenance and field sharpening. So, going to get into it right now. But this is my kit. It's small, it's not real complicated. Nothing has to be. What I carry in my kit is a simple strop block. And then I also carry on me a simple piece of leather as a finished strop, just for finishing it off. And like I said before, that's all I should really need if I'm maintaining my tools correctly. And if I'm not, I have my DC4 and a Nagura stone. And it's the same thing that you could do. You have your ceramic side and you have your diamond side. Now if you got a lot of chips, you're just gonna have to take your knife and all I simply do is just take it and take my stone, and I'll hold my knife roughly against my chest so that I can see down along my angle here, and I'm going to take my stone and simply just bring it down. And what I can also see is, because I'm looking for the light, I can see where it's going to make contact. I can see where it's making contact along the edge here. So this wasn't steep enough, so now I'm going to go steeper. There we go. Now I can see I just touched the edge here. So now I'll just a couple times, because it's diamond, doesn't need a lot on both sides. And I can feel how I'm making a burr travel from one side to the other. There we go. Now what I can do is simply take my stone, put a little spit on it, work the Nagura stone onto the DC4, and this will polish it up even more because it fills in those pores. Now I would only do this if I absolutely had to. This would be if I had chips, dinged it, or whatever, but if you try to maintain your tools, that's not going to happen all that often. Now from there, I can take my Nagura stone, put a little spit on it. Now I'm just going to work back and forth. And I'm hearing, I can literally hear the sound change. Yeah, she's sharp. Now I can take my stone this way and just simply do the classic method. See how small this thing is? I can still cover a 5-inch blade on it the same way. But with a small stone, when you're bringing it toward you, you're going to want to take it slow and easy. All you're doing is just simply polishing it down. It'll shave. So now I'm going to go to my finishing strop. Now I'm not going crazy, not going heavy with it. I'm just working my angle, and what I'm doing is slowly, because this is a convex edge, I'm working here, then I'm tilting up and up a little further. And all this is doing is just simply working that edge back and forth and giving me a nice edge. And then what I'll do is simply just, I'll count my strokes on one side, and I can count down if I want, or you can go by feel. Once you get to know it, you can go by feel. And then it's just simply barely just letting the weight of the blade do the work. And now I'll take my leather strap, or just a piece of leather. As long as it's smooth, I'll put it right on top. And I'll just work it. Same thing. And the same thing, I'm just slowly getting steadier and steadier, tilting up to a steeper angle until I know positively that my edge, my very edge, is just touching the leather. Because if you start going too far, you're going to start rounding your edge over. Yeah, she's nice. Now I could probably just, if you can see. There you go. She's back to a razor's edge. Very, very sharp. And now I'll simply just oil it. Put a little oil on if I happen to be cooking at the time and I have a little extra virgin olive oil. I'll put that on, a little bit of coat of that, and then slide it right back in the sheath, and it's good. That's how I maintain it in the field. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Other than that, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be making another one relatively soon on making another video on campsite security, and especially dealing with nuisance animals and four-legged predators, two-legged predators, and how I deal with it, and what I do, and we'll go from there. So